Wow. Let me switch over to my other account.
So as far as updates in that sense, basically the image on the screen, the picture. Is there any really important details that are relevant that need to be added?
About this? Oh, I just had this up because it was easier for people to read the screen. This is just the vehicle they towed out of the house last night.
I mean, there's some coming in that don't know or whatever since yesterday.
I'll just, sure.
So we had a creeper.
Yeah,
So
we had a creeper that we had a black Mike's LLC, whatever the fuck.
lawn care deal.
Yeah.
Which that was a high risk for them to do that, knowing that, hey, you're going to cause problems. We're going to dig into you as far as background and that. And we had several individuals come in saying, yeah, I have a background, but I'm doing better. But don't wreck yourself by becoming a problem.
Yeah, listen, once a fucking graper, always a graper. Once a fucking weirdo RSO, always one. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. You don't recover from that shit. You can recover from being a rug addict. You can recover from being an alcoholic. You can recover from some things, yes. You can change your life around and stop breaking the law, yes. But when you're doing sick fucking shit like that, you don't recover from being a schmurderer. That's why you get locked up. I can't believe they let people out. It blows my mind. I see people like 15, 16 years. I'm like, what? Why? How? What the fuck?
It's rainy, yeah. Apparently there is messages being sent out by them.
Why does this name? Ooh. Trust is trying to follow me on my backup fake account. He sees me.
Ooh, you're noticed, Jax. You're noticed.
Oh no, girl or boy. Dude.
I'm just warning the crowd. It'd be all right.
Yeah, that's not good. And why does his motherfucking profile picture? Why is his profile picture that, y'all?
I haven't seen his new profile picture.
Y'all be finding me. Monkey, you found me. For Allie, you found me. One other person found me, and Trust found me. How y'all found me, motherfuckers?
You sent me a message on that profile, silly.
What? Did I really?
Yes.
That's why fucking Don was following me on it.
You do a boo boo and try to keep an account hidden and actually mess up.
Bro, okay. Well, I mean, that's fine that you.
I wouldn't tell anybody. I wouldn't tell anybody it was you.
No wonder how. Wait a minute.
And I know the one that's on.
Dan was following me too. I don't know how he do either.
You got something. I don't know. It must be a different one, but you have the one stated on your profile.
No, it ain't that one.
Yeah, it's not that one.
I was gonna say that'd be another one, but that's what we're just saying, Jen, in comments.
Get showed up for like people you may know because somebody's like, do you know any of these people? Are they hack accounts?
It will absolutely do that.
Y'all are some stalkers.
Oh, you sent me a message.
No, not you. Yeah, because I did. I did actually send you one. I see that.
Yeah, Jen, in comments, you're good.
Bless Jen's heart today. She was gonna go pick up Chris for us if we needed her to. It was really nice of her to offer that. She's been a big help with things.
So now, wait a minute. You were saying that the flyers that the Jess and Autumn and that was helping out Boots on the Ground, they weren't actually putting any out?
Well, I think that she was too busy fucking with all the shit that was going on that they didn't get a chance to do that. They were actually out looking. They weren't just going in and putting flyers out. But she said she had made some up and brought them out. So I don't know. Maybe she did. I guess I'll have to ask her because I thought she had made some up, but maybe she didn't get a chance to, and she just went straight out there. I mean, but she was the only one out there looking too. You know what I mean? Like there wasn't nobody. She can't do everything. You know what I mean? But
Right. And I mean, when you stop by a business and everything, they'd be
but
like,
you would think
out.
if they would have had any out that they would have still been out by then. You know what I mean?
You know, some places like change over, like on certain weekdays, maybe they only had them up a couple days or something.
I don't think they had them up at all. But yeah, I mean, they could have took them down too, or just.
I don't know. That wouldn't have made sense.
No, because it would have only been a day or two, right?
And being such a small town, no, I would think
And I'm
that
sure
they would.
somebody would have had at least one or two somewhere, but Autumn just might not have had time to. She did so much. She was out in the fucking snow, out checking. She was out there. So she probably didn't have time to do it, but that don't mean somebody else couldn't have did it. You would think the family would have did it as instantly, but the mom didn't even report it in until a whole day after they told her to call it in missing.
Day
And
or
I don't know
two.
why didn't nobody else fucking call it in either. Like they just told the mom to call it in, and then a day later the mom finally calls it in. Like that's suspicious as fuck.
Right.
Maybe they do all know. I don't fucking know. I'm not trying to make allegations like that, but Jesus Christ.
And they could have thought because of her history with substance that,
Right.
like, oh, well, she'll turn up.
Right.
But if she was actually doing very well,
No, she wasn't. She was using. And she's hanging out, I mean, look at the guy that she's hanging out with, that Jared guy. I mean, he's not a good guy at
and that's
all.
why I was hoping we could actually have found somebody that was really good friends with her to reach out to.
And the guy that's married to his sister ain't a good guy at fucking all.
Right.
That's why his ass went to jail and he's like wanted on a manhunt list in Florida.
Dang.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you didn't see that? Let me show you.
No, I like I said, I myself, ever since the last night, I haven't been on all day and spending time with the wife.
Oh yeah, you missed everything yesterday. Okay, so I'll show you then real quick. This is this account right here. If you move the comments up a little bit, it's called Buck Wild. This is Jared's account, but that's not what he looks like. This is just his TikTok account. But I only screenshotted this. I don't know, because I don't know why I screenshotted that. But that's just a video on his page, right? So then we got... I hate this fucking shit. This is the dude's TikTok that I just showed you, Jared. That guy Jared was the person last seen with her at the gas station, Well, Jared lives with this guy, which is married to Jared's sister. So Jared stays with Jared stays with his sister and her husband, which is this guy, and they got like 6 fucking kids. And this guy, his name is Stephen Jason Jones. And you remember the boyfriend's name is Jason, right? Am I losing you? Or
No,
tell me if I'm losing you. I think you got it, but
yeah,
I'm mush brain, so I don't even know how I'm explaining all this right now, but I'm just catching you up, right? So this guy is the one at so the house that they forensics that they went to and took the car and shit was him and his wife and Jared's sister. So Jared's sister and her husband. Then we have is this it? No, is it? No, hold on.
yeah, I got the name connection to it. Just I didn't see any of the things that you brought up.
And then these are some court dates. And then oh, there's more. Hold on. Gotta find it. Where the fuck are they at? Oh, okay, over here.
And yeah, I get feedback because of my voice echoing through either Jack's or, well, actually, it's echoing through Jack's. That's why I'm distorted.
This is Jared's
I seen somebody message and said that about that account, but I
fast
didn't
lane
really look it
book
up.
line. This is Jared, right? Okay. And then there's bro, why does it keep doing that? This one, which this is the Manhunt Monday is what they called it. Hernando County Sheriff's Office. I don't know if you can read it. I can't. But this is Steven, so this is the husband of the sister, right?
Yeah.
But check his middle name out. His middle name is fucking Jason. Oh, it's not on this one. It was on the last one. But his middle name is fucking Jason.
Held.
Right. And I mean, we already can't keep the names fucking straight. You know what I mean? They all start with J's and they're, you know what I mean? Hey, Allie, no, there's no updates. And then so, what else do I got? Hold on. They have, so there's warrants out for him in Florida and shit. And this is him. He's got a rap sheet like crazy.
Yeah, so Shanna slipped basically and got back into substances.
Yeah, and then this is I don't even think I've showed this yet. I got this yesterday. This is text messages between Shanna and I don't know who else about her getting beat up by her boyfriend Jason. And Jared is part of some he's got hashtag in his bio of the GANG what the fuck's it called?
Aryan Brotherhood.
Thank you. In his bio and shit, and he thinks he's like in some fucking biker gang or something. Maybe the same one. I thought that somebody said it was the same one that Fabian was in or something. I can't remember. I haven't got that.
Stephen was able to bond himself out right after court today.
Pasta, I can't see the small writing either.
I know the biker things up here don't tolerate women beaters and chomos. Like, they go after people like them. So I don't even...
Right? Same. Most biker gangs are like that. So,
Right, so I don't know how the hell he's in any type of... He must be in a crooked one.
well, like somebody commented earlier,
No,
like,
I
how do
said
you
earlier,
be in
like,
one
you know
if
how
you don't have a
people try
bike?
to act like they're in one and they're not, try to claim that shit. Like, he's been to prison. He's off his fucking rocker. He probably thinks because he works out, got tattoos, and was around a bunch of fucking gang members that he is a gang fucking member, or whatever the fucking weird ass case it could be. I don't give a fuck, honestly. I mean, I don't think he's. That shit's stupid as fuck to me.
Right.
Either way, if he is or he ain't, I mean, why? You know what I mean? And then don't they? Do they not? Aren't they like racist or something?
Not all of them.
Oh,
Mm-mm. No, there's a lot of different groups.
he does. I think he does got a bike. Or he's got pictures of bikes, so I don't know. Like, likely he had to join.
I mean, if he's in there with like the
the joint
KKK and shit, then maybe, but there's a lot of bikers that are all different ethnics.
No, Aryans rep racism. That's what else. Yeah, the
Oh yeah,
Aryans.
I don't know what they are.
Yeah, so they don't like men of color or whatever.
Well, how the
And
hell?
but that's what I'm saying though. It's some fake ass, stupid ass, fucking dumb ass shit, bro.
Because his brother is a man of color, and his
Right,
brother-in-law, and he lives in his basement.
right,
Well, I mean, if the brother-in-law is, you know, a man of color, his niece and nephew's got to be too.
right. Exactly. Them 6 motherfucking kids over there, and I don't mean to talk about them like that, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, like, come on, what the hell?
Well, it could be a certain culture based as far as like Asian or whatever instead of, yeah.
Fucking hungry.
I know, I just had me a hard-boiled egg.
Usually I like those, and that does not sound good to me.
I'm telling you, I really don't eat food.
Dora you found the girls on Facebook, didn't you, that night? Yes. That you
George
found
still
them? We were
alive.
live about
Kayla's
something
over
else.
there.
I'm about to say, what the hell? I hear
We were
people
live about
talking.
something else.
Damn, I got more people in here than Mind of Monsters, and we didn't even talk. Well, we are talking about shit, but wait till I tell Dora about that shit. She gonna laugh. She gonna be like, "What?" She been over here fucking with this case too.
I was thinking about baking up some cookies or something. I'm hungry too.
Girl, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I'm talking about some frosted motherfucking flakes. I got them bitches. That's what I had last night for dinner.
I got some cinnamon toast crunch up in here, but I ran out of milk.
Oh, I got milk. I got it. I got it.
Use water, it won't hurt. Ain't you ever hear that?
I didn't even do that as a kid.
I know, they used to be like, use water, it won't hurt.
I'll use it dry. I'll eat it dry.
Right.
Tell me why I just dropped my motherfucking joint in between the couch. Fuck. It's gonna burn the house down. I can't even find it. Where the fuck did it go?
I told someone earlier or whatever this morning that I was like, yeah, when I was here the other night keeping the live going, I went through like 3 or 4 battery packs.
Battery packs. Oh, you can't sit there with your phone on?
Not it like plugged into a wall.
Oh, so you said fucking using it. I got my shit. My shit's right here by the fucking.
Well, remember, I'm in a camper, so the plugins are kind of few and far between.
Oh, yeah. All right. Well, I don't see it anywhere down here, so I don't know where the fuck it went.
Not having no 4 or 5 foot cord stretched straight out. I'd rather just keep swapping battery packs.
All right. All right. Well,
Are you at least charging them while you're using them? Like,
Use the bat. Yeah, I'd use the
swapping them
battery
out.
pack.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
know what I meant.
Swap one out for the other one.
Yeah.
constantly.
Damn.
The other day
Yeah,
with
this
ice
live
making my
shit will drain your battery too, really bad. Like when you're going live, and especially if you're like using the live, and then dude, don't put that shit on the charger and go live and fucking use the GPS at the same time, because holy shit.
Oh yeah, it'll warm up your phone.
Yep,
Dude, my
done
phone is
that.
my phone is overheating, Piper's is overheating, fucking that shit right up.
Really, if you read the little suggested thing that comes with the phone, you're not supposed to charge it while it's in a protective case either.
Yeah, I'd be forgetting all about that.
Well, I'm not taking my case off every time I need to charge because my phone stays on the charger. That will happen
Georgia
to
Right.
me.
girl wants to know if anyone knows why Vine under case status says it's resolved.
Girl, your guess is as good as mine. Google that shit. I have no fucking clue, bro. Where's itty bitty when we need her? Sit out, Google it.
Yeah.
I know, shit. They all probably sleep. We're having
Yeah.
a supper party.
Did you get your broccoli out of the couch?
No, girl. Can't find it.
Girl, you better flip that shit over or
Yeah,
something.
somebody said flip that shit.
Why? No, it fell right like in between the two couches, or like right next to each other. I can't find it. Frosted Flakes. No, I'm not trying to be rude, Jojo. For real though, I really don't know what that means.
I wish I could eat cereal.
Vine link under whose name is it? Who's Vine? Damn it. I don't see no smoke coming up or anything. You think it's all right?
Well, they go out anyway.
I know. That's what I was thinking.
You know, if your ass starts getting hot.
I mean, I kind of smell it, but I don't see it.
I mean, if it caught the fabric, maybe. I don't know. Girl, find that damn thing.
Oh, the violation for Jason,
Mm.
Georgia girl.
Mm.
I thought.
Jason was in for a probation violation. Did that just change, Georgia? Because that wasn't like that earlier. Yeah, Billy will eat it later. Mm. Let me mute myself while I'm chomping on his food.
Can't be no worse than my ice cubes.
And greatly appreciate you, Georgia girl. It's updated with his arraignment info from today.
Oh, yeah, because you got a rain today.
Case status says resolved.
Georgia, but he's still in custody? Thanks for looking it up, too, yeah, by the way.
Yeah, like I said, she's been a great help.
I know. And she ain't got no damn credit.
Yeah, but
I'm so sorry.
I've been watching her for a couple days.
I know. I'll be forgetting. I'm sorry. I apologize. This was a lot. It's just a lot. Y'all, and I'm old now, dude. I ain't my 20s no more. I ain't no spring chicken, man. This shit ain't easy for me. You know what I mean? Back in my 20s, I could boo, 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 boo. I'd have everything right then and there.
He said it shows he's in custody.
And I'm sober. Well, besides the gardening part right now, but you know what I'm saying? I'm sober. I'm not, my brain ain't moving that fast. And I just, I do the best I can.
Yeah, we'll
I
definitely
don't
have to get
know.
her up in a panel at some point and show her with some gifts or something.
But I be forgetting shit, y'all. I'll be going through like premenopause and shit, whatever it's called.
Oh, I'm telling you, I think I just went through that.
I'm telling you, dude. I don't think they say you never even come out of it.
Well, that's not true because I
When
went
you
through.
get out of menopause, they say you don't. And also, did you know that? Well, probably shouldn't bring it up, but seeing as how there ain't really nobody in here, that your lips shrink up.
Well, mine are still nice. They ain't going nowhere yet.
Bitch, it's because you're not old yet.
Oh shit!
I'm talking about when you get old and you're like in menopause.
I
Look at
went through.
Asia
I went
laughing.
through premenopause like 4 or 5 years, about 5 years ago. I went through like
Bullshit.
3 different episodes. Right? I'm talking so my. It was wintertime and my clothes were soaked. Like you could literally wring my socks out. It was awful.
Girl, people who saying they be waking up in a sweat.
Yes, I'm talking like I just got out the shower type shit. And I didn't know what the hell was wrong with me, so I called my doctor and everything. And it's like, oh, you're going through it's probably premenopause. But
Right.
now, and let me say, from August of 2025 to probably,
Oh, it can last up to 10 years, they say.
yeah,
So it does end up going away.
it does, yeah, it goes away.
But you don't know you're in menopause till you lose your period, right? Look,
That's what I'm
everybody, these
about to tell
motherfucking
you.
300 people in here that I thought was sleeping ain't sleeping no more.
That's what I'm about to tell you right now, because from August, I
I
want to
got
say,
a
let me say
bad chat.
September. From
What?
September to November, I had my monthly visitor probably every week except for 1 week out of the month. So 3 weeks out of the month. I'm like, damn, something's not right. Yada yada yada. And then boom. I have not had one, knock on wood. I'm gonna knock on it right now. Since November.
Look how everybody in the chat is not sleeping.
Can't see the
Bro,
comments.
I know, I can't eat, dude, I'm struggling over here. I know, thank you.
Gotta change your picture. There you go.
I know, this one's so easier. Look at everybody woke up. I've been in premenopause since the 30s. It's not looking any better. No, I'm not even lying to y'all. I've been sweating my ass off for like 2 years, and I thought it was just because I was fat.
Yeah, I don't have none of that. I don't have none of the sweat. Like right now, I'm in menopause. I want to say I am because I haven't had one since November.
Right, but wait. I'm awake now. I missed the last. Shut the fuck up. Don't you lose your period though?
Yeah, I lost it. That's what I'm
Yes.
saying. I lost it, but I don't have
Okay,
like
well
all
I
the
haven't.
sweats and stuff. I
I
will
think
say,
premenopause, you still have your period. When you hit menopause, the actual menopause, you lose it.
right.
Right.
And
Because I said one day, listen, I said to my family and my friends, I said, I'm over here sweating my ass off, and I said, how the fuck do you know when you're fucking going through menopause? Because this shit's fucked up. And I said, how do you know when you're going through menopause, right? Bitch, I was on my period, and they're like, well, you don't have your period anymore. I'm like, oh yeah. And then I was like, well, it ain't menopause because I fucking got my period.
yeah, the premenopause you still get it. Menopause you don't. And I think I just hit menopause in November, and I ain't mad at it.
Really?
Yeah.
You ain't mad?
No, hell no. I don't want because I don't have like all the sweats and
Oh, okay.
like I don't
Yeah.
have none of that. I just don't have my period, which I'm thankful for. I had that thing for 40 years. Yeah.
Look, no prunes here. I'm fucking
Just want to
gone.
know when you lose the lips.
I want you're right, that part. Cause I'll be gonna get BBLs and my coochie lips.
Shut the fuck
Exactly.
up.
Take some fat out
I'm
my goddamn
gone.
arms, buddy, and put it down there, will ya? We
My
gonna figure this.
fucking BBL and my fucking, oh my god,
Hell yeah,
girl.
we ain't walking around with fucking curtains over here, baby.
Uh-uh.
We gonna stay right.
Mm-mm. You don't even have curtains.
So what do they just disappear?
Yes, girl.
They just got a hole?
Get lip injections in them bitches.
I'm trying to tell you guys something. Shit, when you lose all the
Look at all you motherfuckers that woke up. That's hilarious.
when you lose all your muscle or down there, I mean,
Look, I love my chat.
the
My
skin
chat
ain't
be
going
lit.
nowhere. The skin's still gonna be there, so it's gonna look like curtains.
I just keep doing them Kegels.
Stay right.
I keep doing those Kegels. Keep that shit prime.
Hell yeah! I mean,
Botox.
my
Lips
shit don't
don't
get
go.
used, but damn.
Look, lips don't go completely away. They just look more like when in teens.
Yeah, fucking curtains. They flapping between your legs. Fuck that shit. I'm going to get that shit fixed. That ever happens. I promise you that.
No, that's not what people said. They told me they go away.
I
Google
guess
it.
it depends on how active you
Google
still
it.
are.
I'm telling you.
I'm gonna have to. I can't right now, but I'm gonna Google that shit tomorrow.
Yeah, like I said, I think that also depends on how active you are as well.
Oh, I forgot you were in here, Ace. Sorry.
A good
Yeah,
8
Allie,
hour
they
shot.
go be going away.
He's really knowledgeable with this stuff. We talked all about like
I know he is. He'll chime right
penises the
in
other
like da,
night.
da, da, da.
Yeah, weenus.
I want to know where the hell
That's
they
always a
go.
funny one.
Oh
So
yeah, and your dryer, Candy. You know what the old ladies told me to do? You just eat like you put like a tablespoon of what's that oil?
coconut oil.
Yep, coconut oil, I think, and you put it in your coffee.
My shit don't get used anyway. But I tell you one
Y'all
thing.
heard that from my live. Is probably where y'all heard it from. No, but for real, I heard it at a few different places, and I believe it. I think it's real.
Well, better start saving now.
Coconut oil right on those babies.
Right. Fuck.
Look, according to AI, yes,
Labia.
labia can shrink thin and lose some plumpness after menopause. See? Coochie talk with Jax.
Well, I can tell you one thing. Nala ain't gonna have no flat lips. I promise you that.
Olive oil and water works too. It's what my Italian ancestors did. That's good to know, girl.
So yeah, be very careful of clickbait because there's a lot of that out there as well.
Bunny, yes, that's who I seen it. You're right. She made a video about it.
They
Go
have
watch Bunny's podcast, bitch. I'm telling you, that's
yeah,
where
they
I
got
learned
that
it from.
coochie rejuvenation thing that you can go get too.
Yep.
Absolutely. I seen that before.
Yep. And there's something else too that I just seen that was interesting not too long ago. I forget what it was now.
All I can say is get you a bed jet. What's that? What's a bed jet?
Fed jet.
I don't know. What is that?
Does HB Police plan on making a post to tell?
They did.
They did make a post to check, not for flyers, but they did for the cameras.
Ace.
What's a bed shot? I heard of that. What is that again? Look it up. Tell me what it is.
What's it
Maybe
say?
that's what I was thinking.
Bed jet? Bed jet?
Bed jet.
Yeah, what is that?
It's a machine that blows hot or cold air inside a cloud sheet. Oh yeah, got mine on 66 degrees now. Sounds
That's
like
pretty
bread.
cool. I'll have to look into that for my wife.
What sounds like bread?
Yeah, what the hell is it? What is it? I don't know. I'm confused. What is it? What is it? Clean your air?
I think it's like a heater. Wait, like yeah, like
Cloud
a
sheet.
heater thing to keep your temperature like at a certain degree so you don't got the sweat so bad maybe. Or you're not cold. It goes up to 109 degrees. God damn.
Some of the like the blankets they use in some hospitals where they blow air into the blanket and it either helps keep you warm.
I ain't never seen that before.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They're pretty neat.
I say just keep your lady busy and keep her in shape, and you don't have to worry about it.
Right.
I don't think that's true. I
Well,
mean, logically thinking, it makes sense though, right?
why? Why does that make sense?
Because you're like active. Well, I guess I don't know.
I
You
mean,
don't need a man.
I
You don't
ain't
need a
had
man.
none in a while, but I ain't lose my thrive.
Yeah, you don't need a man. You just your
Right.
Kegels and your exercises down there. It's just a
Yeah, you don't
muscle.
need a man.
Yeah, your Kegels, exercises, all that good stuff.
You got your rows and you got your
Your rows and your
your,
butterflies and all that good stuff.
your Kegels ain't really probably gonna do much for that area. For the lip part.
I just want to know why the hell the lips go away. I'm confused.
They do.
Well, I can tell you one thing. Nala will be in the fucking surgical clinic quick.
I mean, part of that is because the less of a drive. So yeah,
I don't know. I ain't lose my drive yet,
They
sir.
said
I know
it's
they do.
they said it's estrogen, like lack of estrogen.
Yeah, but you can take estrogen, can't you?
and that's where it's usually highly recommended that you have your hormones checked and stuff like that during
I don't know,
time.
but when I heard that, I fucking crashed out. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah,
I
they
was like,
better
no
go.
way. So I had to look it up, and it was true.
I'm not gonna be walking around with no motherfucking prunes.
It's like you got. It's like you. I don't know. I don't know. It's like you wouldn't have no lips, right? So it'd be like,
Like dried out fucking curtains, like blacked out curtains.
bitch, like no curtains at all. Like the curtains are the blinds are up, girl.
Well, your skin don't shrink, just the muscles come out, right?
No, like
The
your
fat part or
skin,
whatever.
everything sucks up inside of you.
Oh hell, fucking no.
Yeah, so
This thing gonna
you're.
look like a booty. You gotta have two booty holes, bitch.
No,
Ain't no
not
fucking way.
down there though. Well, I guess down
You said
there
if it
too,
sucks
but
up
up.
inside, that shit gonna look like a booty hole. Ugh. The fuck. Ain't no fucking way.
I'm sure there's
Girl.
plastic surgery for that.
Oh hell, listen. I'm telling you, they got
No,
BBLs
that's why
now.
they said do lip injections and a fucking BBL.
Hell yeah, I'm getting a coochie L. Shit. A CL. Coochie lip.
Oh, Allie wants to come up. Hold on, let me see who I'm gonna drop Sarah down because I know her ass is sleeping or not here.
Oh yeah, so you get a 6-box setup, but
Yes, they do have that for Allie. Yes, they do.
Oh my gosh, this conversation is awesome. Love it. Fucking love it.
My chat
Oh.
be lit. Look, you see how everybody
Jack's
woke
at
up?
night. Jack's at night.
Stan's probably glad he's sleeping.
No, but for real, like it took me
Who
the
said good
past
night?
year. Who's sleeping?
What? Hold on.
Stan is probably glad he's sleeping because he hasn't commented.
Oh,
No, I said this
yeah.
is Jack's at night, late night with
Yeah,
Jack.
you sit
Oh.
there and take what?
So it took me almost a year and a half and 4 different doctors to finally get a doctor to not laugh at me and tell me I'm too young to be going through
Oh, that's
perimenopause.
rough.
And I'm
That's
like,
crazy.
the 4th time, my husband decided to come in with me. He's like, if you don't take this serious, we're going to have a problem. Like, this is like, it's not like a terrible thing, but, it is for me. Like, what the fuck?
Right.
Like, shit's changing and I don't like it. What the fuck?
How
I
old
mean,
are
when I
you?
went through
I
premenopause,
am
nothing
almost
changed.
39, but so there's a statistic, can't even speak, it's late, that says if you started your menstruals early on an age, which I did, earlier than the norm,
Me
whatever the
too.
norm is. And I also had my first child at 15. So which was
I
really
didn't
young.
get my period till I was 14, and I
Well,
got that
I
shit
got
done
mine at
46.
9.
I feel so did my daughter, and
Mine at 10.
I feel like my shit. This has been going on for like a year or two, and I just thought like because I'm fat now. Like I never used to be. Like I always used to be thick, but not fat. Fat. You know what I mean? I gained a bunch of weight after I
I've
had
gained
my
weight too, though.
accident. And I just thought it was because of that, which I think it is part of like that. But it's like, I can't even fucking. The other day, what was that? After I got out of the shower or something, I wasn't even doing nothing, dude. And I was just fucking sweating was pouring off of me.
Yeah, that's pre-menopause.
So I was getting my hair done last night. My girlfriend came over to mine and my husband's house, and I was getting my hair done. And literally, we had maybe 3 shots of Jaeger, okay, within an hour and a half. And all of a sudden, I was
Yeah,
sitting in the
don't drink, dude.
I would listen. I was sitting in the chair, and I said all of a sudden, real low, I said, I don't feel good, and I turned blue. My best friend and my husband looked at me. I turned blue. I started beating in sweat, and I fell to the ground, and I literally puked everywhere. Like I was out
Yeah.
cold. I don't know. I came to before they like called the ambulance, but it scared the shit out of me. Like that was at like 11 p.m. last night. That's never happened to me. Like I don't know if it's because
Is that a
my blood
symptom or
pressure.
something?
I don't know. Like my
Do
mom
you
said,
pass out and faint, or is that what you did?
but that's what my
Oh no,
husband
you
said I did.
puked and you
I
were
puked.
puking. Did you have a seizure?
I don't know. I didn't do anything down there. Like how other people that I've seen have seizures, they urinate. I didn't have that, but
Okay.
I literally for about
Well,
four
I don't know
hours
if that
after.
always happens, so
So my mom said something about vagal disease or something where some people like if they see blood they faint. That's not
yeah.
me. Like I usually when that happens to me, I'm in the bathroom and but this time I wasn't for the first time ever.
Did they say you were like shaking or anything, or
No
like?
no shaking, but they took my blood pressure when I was starting to come out of it and it was 48 over 62. Like I was
That's
tanking.
bad.
So
Yeah.
your blood pressure went down.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's I ate throughout the day, like it wasn't.
Girl, you better go get yourself on some of them medications at the doctors.
I know
Go
I
get a
called
blood. Go get a
today.
That's
blood
super
panel
low.
done.
Look, they're
Yeah,
saying it in the chat. That's critically low.
I
Yeah.
have when I have bradycardia too, so I have issues, with that. And I called the doctors. I'm waiting for them to call me back, but
Good.
I didn't sleep all last night. I was petrified.
Oh, I bet. Holy shit.
Oh, but yeah, part of getting old, I don't know, but that's not
No, it
normal.
sucks. It sucks.
That's
Girl, and I'm 7 years. You said 39?
I'm about to be 39. Yeah.
Right. So, and I just turned 46. So I'm 7 years older than you, and it does not get any fucking better. I promise you. It's like, you know what I always thought when I was a kid? It was like, oh, if I break an arm or break my leg, it's fine. They'll fix it. I mean, yeah, I'll have a cast, but the shit don't ever get
No,
fixed. You
it
know, if
does
you fuck your
temporarily.
body up
10 years
and
later,
you're
it's gonna
doing
hurt.
something, like I played softball in school, dude, my knees are fucking cooked. Like cooked.
Right. I don't understand why they keep pushing these sports on kids. I know it's good for them, but
Yeah, but I was a
physically.
catcher, dude, and you can't do that. Plus, I played volleyball and I played basketball. Like,
Bye.
yeah, like you can't, dude. My shit's cooked, like done for. And
Yeah,
then I
the
got
rest
into
of
an
your life.
accident, but
Fuck. Oh, I don't want to get older anymore. I want to just stay. I want to stay in my 30s. Can somebody stop the
oh
clock?
no.
This is my
Angel
last
said
year in
drinking.
my 40s. I'm gonna lose it.
Yeah, Angel said drinking alcohol too will make it tank, lowers blood pressure more.
Orthostatic. My mom is not hypoglycemic. She
I
hypogly.
am hypoglycemic, I think, where the
She's
shit you feel sick when you
she's
after
got to
you
have
don't eat and
she's got to have sugar in her at all. Like
protein.
yeah, she's got to be. She's like on a way different level than like she's got to have
That's
a lot of hyper.
hyperglycemic.
That's what my mom said. She was like, I wonder if you're like me.
Yeah, I think that I have that because and every time they go to check my blood for it, they always say it's fine. But I think you can only way. Don't you have to test it when it drops like that? Because dude, I be feeling like I'm about to pass out sometimes.
So I was hospitalized twice in the past, a couple of years ago. This all started probably right when COVID was finally, we were coming back from the COVID, stay at home. So 2020, 21. And I thought it was stress induced, which it definitely could be stress induced, a little bit. But it would, I was hospitalized, and that's when they said, "Oh, you're bradycardia." They put me on a heart monitor, and it was happening all the damn time. Like, but it only happened in the bathroom. Like, I'd go to the bathroom just to pee, and all of a sudden, I just start breaking out in sweat. Everything would go dizzy. Things would start
Right.
going in and out.
Be seeing stars and shit.
Right, but it's only all these years it's happened in the bathroom. And then
That's weird.
last night it was like I've never puked from it. I've never turned blue
Maybe it's
from
from
it.
standing up.
But I was sitting. I don't understand.
Oh, okay.
Shit, I got so much hair. It took me 4 hours. Damn it, do my hair. Oh,
Oh, okay.
but it's just I don't know. I'm in the middle of my hair. Half my head's foiled, and my girlfriend and my husband's crying. I'm trying to figure out what's going on and coming to, and they're she wants to stop, and I'm like, you can't stop. You're halfway through my head. I'm like, so I'm
Right.
like pushing through. We had ice buckets on me. It was just, I don't know. I hope that doctor calls me tomorrow.
You had your hormonal
Yeah,
balances
I would
checked?
go get. I would tell them to do a blood panel.
Yep. So they've done the full blood panels twice, and then I just got my hormonal testing done, finally approved. So they put me on like an estrogen supplement and a couple other different supplements to help, balance out my whatever you call it.
Your hormones.
Yeah. And it's
You
not
don't
like,
want to get curtains.
don't you dare say, we'll be doing plastic surgery, rejuvenation, whatever is out there. But no, I don't have like, my hormones are more of, I'm a basket case if I wake up in the middle of the night and I'm hot. Like if I wake up hot,
Drives me crazy too,
I
dude.
flip the fuck out, and it's like something my husband's never dealt with. He told the doctor, he's like, I don't know what to do with her. Like,
You gotta do
it's
something.
30 degrees in our room. It's literally 30 degrees in our room.
Dude, my son says the same thing. He's like, dude, it's fucking hot as shit upstairs. And he tries to heat up to like 69 or 70, and I get pissed.
Me too.
Who the fuck turned the heat up to 69?
Dude, I'm always cold. I'm
I
always
used to be,
freezing.
but not lately. Shit.
So bad.
My husband said he came home one night when I was pregnant and I had the window open. He said there was frost on the freaking covers because it was so cold. And I was just laying there all snug as a bug.
One year I made my husband, I think it was like 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago, I made him keep this air conditioner in our master bedroom on until the middle of December, until he finally took it out when I was at work. I was so mad. So mad. But I mean, it was ridiculous anyways, but I was hot.
That's how I am too, girl. I slept in a camper because my house was too hot with air conditioning on high and make it like 50 degrees. That's the only way I could sleep.
Yeah, I'm not sure I don't know anything about the estrogen. I should have probably did my research. Sorry guys, I didn't mean to interrupt, but yeah, it's a really low dose. I do know that.
I was gonna say normally it is, and a lot of this also has to do with if you've had any other procedures done. I mean,
I have.
so as far as that, those that have procedures so they don't have the risk of having children or more, or if they had complications during birth, or there's a lot of other reasons why. That's why I asked if a hormonal check was done, because
Yeah.
there's a lot of that happening with the more advancement that we've come to understanding the human body and hormones and stuff like that.
Well, absolutely too. And like so when I was 13, almost 14, doing a normal, every year thing or every 3 year thing, I had stage 2 cervical cancer at a young age, and half my cervix was lasered off. And they tried telling me I'd never have kids, but I had 2 beautiful boys. Very thankful. For 1 second there, I thought I was never going to have kids, and I'm like, oh, I'm just going to never have kids. And then all of a sudden they came, and they're a blessing for sure. Pain, but a blessing. But I think maybe that has something to do with it, maybe too. I don't know if the cervix, that there's a hormone that like gets released that way. I don't know shit about my body.
Well, you got to remember there's a lot of other things that happen, while intermingling with your partner and other things that are released and so on and so forth. There's of course, hysterectomies, that's where estrogen comes in. Sometimes it's a slight steroid thing that's needed to help balance things out. There is a lot of things that they're now becoming more knowledgeable about in this day and age, and some of it is just, of course, ever since they started really messing with our food, like adding vitamin D, adding this, and using this method of preservatives. A lot of things have been getting messed up with our systems.
I didn't think of that too, though. I just started that hormone treatment like a week and a half ago. Maybe the change, I don't know if that has.
Oh, maybe that's what did it.
I don't do well with medication. Like,
Yeah, that, and like you're not supposed to, maybe the drinking mixed with it. You know what I mean? Maybe it was that.
And I take my Cymbalta daily, and that's about all I can handle.
I take that shit too, girl, and I have to take, and I can't go without my, is it Cymbalta? Or there's 2 that start with a C, right?
Yeah, I have the generic brand now, but I used to have the expensive brand.
Fluoxetine, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I'm on. And that shit is like my miracle fucking, like, you'll notice, like, if I ain't took my fucking medicine in the morning, I'm fucking irritated as fuck. I'm fucking like a freaking rackhead. Like, I'm out, like, I'm just like, too much drives me crazy. Like, you know what I mean? I just get overstimulated so fast. And then, like, once I take it, dude, that shit helps me so much. You don't even, I mean, I guess I can't say you don't even know, but it helps. It helps. It just helps with my, like, everything. If I didn't have that, I would be in fucking Pine Rest right now. Like, no joke. Like, I was literally on my way to Pine Rest, and my aunt's like, try this, and I tried it. She was on it, and I was within 3 days, dude, I felt better. I was like, holy shit, like, this shit is really working. And I've tried them all. I'm not joking when I say I have been on every single fucking antidepressant damn near, and my doctor was like, if this don't work for you, and I said, well, it's been working for me because my aunt's been giving me hers. I was completely honest with her, and I was like, and I know this is what I need. And so she was like, well, if it works, I'll give it to you. And like, literally, that's the only thing that's worked for me. But she said, if that don't work, because I started getting, like, after a while, I was like, still like feeling like shit. Like, I'd have spurts, you know what I mean? Like, times where I just like got really down. And she'd be like, well, if you don't think it's working for you anymore, the only thing I can do is put you on a mood stabilizer. Like, we're going into antipsychotic pills after that, or psychotic, right, whatever they're called. And I was like, yeah, I was like, I don't know about all that. Cause I don't know. Like, I was like, I'll just, garden or something. Like, I'll just, I'll figure it out. Like, I don't really want to do all that. And I don't like taking pills either, but I have to take that. And so I doubled up on it. And then, but I don't know if it happens to you, but I fucking clench my jaw so bad every night while I'm sleeping from that shit, dude. I've like broke my teeth. Like, my jaw fucking hurts. My head hurts in the morning, but I fucking deal with that shit, bro. Like, I don't even care. I'm like, fuck it, dude.
Have you gotten a mouth guard yet?
Girl, I fucking chewed through 25,000
I don't go to the
mouthfuls.
dentist for them anymore. I buy this one
Nope.
brand at the store, and it comes with like 3 different kits. It works.
The only one that I've tried that I can do is the disposable ones that I've ordered for like $15, dude, off Amazon, like the cheapest ones ever. They're just like little plastic cheap, but I chew them up, right?
You
And you
grind
know
at
what I
night,
mean?
right?
Huh?
You grind at night too when you're sleeping.
Grind and
Yep.
fucking yeah, I grind and clench my jaw like it's bad. And like I will grind out, and then I'll end up spitting them out. But they fucking do really actually help. I need to get some actually. But I just go through them like crazy. You know what I mean? But yeah, there's some side effects to it, but dude,
I
I need
double
that
up.
shit.
I take two. I think it's like 120.
Yeah, it's 120.
But I've been on it for like 10, maybe more than that.
I've been on them for I think it's been like almost 10 years myself, about 8 years maybe.
But the other medication, I don't know about you, but I know I tried Wellbutrin. I tried Lexapro was okay
Yeah.
like for the first
No,
couple
that
of weeks.
shit made me sick.
Dude, my equilibrium, it throws me off like I'm walking crooked almost. Like it's really weird.
And then I have to take my anxiety pill too that I take every day, but then I have to take a pain pill too because my doctor just started giving me just like the little smallest fucking milligram of Norco or whatever because I was in that accident, right? And I need 2 knee replacements because they're both fractured. But they won't do the knee replacements because I'm too young. It's a fucked up ordeal. And then I said, you know what, fuck it. I'm already been on the pills it's been like 2 years. I'm like, as long as my doctor will give them to me, I just take one in the morning. I just, suffer the rest of the day, but at least I can get my work done or whatever in the morning. You know what I mean? So I get everything done in the morning or whatever, and then I'm fine the rest of the day. But I mean, I hurt, but it's not nothing that
Right.
I can't control. But like for a while, I couldn't even walk. Like so, I needed them. You know what I mean? Like.
I don't understand. I understand that, I had shoulder surgery when I threw my shoulder out playing basketball. Used to inbound the ball to the other side of the court. Well, it lasted a whole year. After that, threw it right out. So I have a whole mechanical right shoulder. So I have 8-bolt mechanical shoulder. It was the worst pain I've ever went through. However, they said, okay, within 10 to 12 years, you're going to have it redone. So that was in 2001. It is 2026.
Yeah.
I finally got frozen shoulder for the first time about almost a year. I think it was August, and that was 3 or 4 days worth of. It was the worst. It was like bringing back the surgery and the pain all over again. So, I went in. They said, "Oh, you've got like 40 bone spurs. The bolts are loosening up. We're gonna have to redo it." So I don't understand where I'm getting with this. I don't understand is why won't they do at least one knee surgery now? Like, I mean, you're young, you're healthy.
That's what I said. And then they're like, well, until you can't walk anymore. I said, the only reason I can walk in here right now is because my doctor gave me a fucking pain pill. You know what I mean? Like, that's the only reason is because I had those. But if I don't have those, I couldn't walk then. But, he was like, well, I just probably need a second opinion. But I'm thinking, like, damn, dude, like, I literally am trying to still be active. It's not like I'm got fucking 50 years of life left in me. You know what I'm saying? Like, just do it now. And now they don't have it to where it's only 10 years. I think they have it to where it's less longer. I don't know. But I'll tell you what, I said, fuck it. Fuck surgery. I'll literally fucking just take my fucking 3 little pills in the morning. Thankfully, it's only that. And call it a fucking day, bro. Like, seriously, like, finally, the fucking puzzle piece.
Oh, you do puzzles too?
No, girl.
I'm like, fuck, I've been working on this goddamn puzzle for like a month.
Only on TikTok, girl. I ain't got time. I can't even see straight, let alone do a puzzle.
Oh,
But
I'm up in this hotel room by myself. Like, I just got here.
I know
Like,
you do. You've told me before
I'm
that
like,
you get
I
there
get
doing
bored.
puzzles. Yeah. But at least my shit fucking all evens out. I drink that shit with a big old cup of coffee a pot of coffee or whatever. And I feel fucking fine. I don't feel fucked up at all. I feel normal. It's so weird. Like,
That means it's working, right? I mean,
Right. So like if you were to take a pain pill and it don't fucking work, like or you don't have pain or nothing, you're gonna feel fucked up probably from it. But if you take and you do have pain, I feel like you don't feel anything else from it. Like I know that's how I feel. I feel like that's how it works for me, anyways. I mean, if I sat here and ate like 5,000 milligram ones, obviously, like I'd be fucked up. But I
right.
don't take it like that.
See, that's where my like, and I know I've talked about it a little bit, but that's where my addiction started. Was at a young age. From I was first
Mhm.
diagnosed with that cervical cancer, had surgery, and within 6 months later, because that was in and out surgery, it wasn't too terrible from what I remember. But that shoulder surgery was before that we had the knife, the whatever knife they call it. So I have this massive scar, like from the top of my shoulder all the way under my armpit. Compared to what when you have shoulder surgery now, you get a couple little nicks that you can barely see.
Mm,
And then I was in this contraption with pins in my fingertips all the way up to my elbow for
damn.
6 months. So they put me on like oxys, and so it was my own prescription medication.
Yeah.
But they had me on it for like 5 or 6 years.
Damn.
And I mean, it was terrible to a point where I finally was like, I had kids at that point. I was like, this enough's enough. Like, I
Well,
don't,
like that's the thing. Like I know that I don't feel like like I could stop taking my pain pills, and I feel like I wouldn't even probably have hardly. I know I would have a little bit of withdrawals. You know what I mean? But I take such a small dose, and it's not
right.
such a strong pill that it's all right. But if I try to go off my Cymbaltas, and I only take one a day of those too, and unless it's a hard week, but like or hard, you know what I mean? But like those, if I even go like the next day without that and my anxiety pill, I get feeling like I can't go without those every day. Like I'll feel sick as fuck. So I'm like completely dependent on those.
So I don't get, like, I used to get Xanax when I was younger for my anxiety because I get panic attacks sometimes. And the Xanax does not do well with me whatsoever. Like, it literally, I can't remember what I did that night. You know what I'm saying? Like, the
It's
next day,
like that for everybody. Yeah, like
so
you kind of got to get used to it.
they
But
switched me to volume, and I take it as needed. And that
yeah,
seems to help. I've tried Ambien, that helps too. But the volume really just,
I like the Klonopin because it don't hit you so hard and it lasts for like way longer. So like Xanax will hit you harder but not last as long. But it takes your anxiety. Like Xanax is something you would need for like like you don't need it all the time. Like something like um when you just get like a panic attack or something now and again or anxiety now and again. But I have such severe anxiety like all the time and panic attacks that'll last like 12 fucking hours and shit. So
yeah.
yeah, it's bad. So like I told my doctor, I was like, well, I want to be on Klonopin because they last longer and then I don't need something to hit me all at once real quick. You know what I mean? I'm not having a panic attack in the morning as long as I stay on them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Stays in your
I do
system.
still have panic attacks, but they're not nearly as bad.
Right.
Not nearly as bad and not nearly as long.
Now, did they tell you on the Cymbalta, like, so I didn't believe them when I started, it was years ago when I started taking them, that it helps with pain. Now, I've noticed, like, I fluctuate, obviously, with this whole perimenopause, and just everything tastes good, everything smells good, and I garden too, so that doesn't help. So, oh, what am I doing here? So what I'm trying to say is, like, it now helps me a little bit. Like, if I lose like 5 pounds, if I can, then I am not in so much pain when I'm taking my medication. But if I gain it, it doesn't matter what I do. Like, if I gain, it feels like the weight makes it worse.
It does. Like, they told me if I even lost 10 pounds, it'd be like losing like 40 pounds of pressure off my knees.
Yeah.
And bitch, I can't even lose 10 motherfucking pounds. Like, I cannot lose weight. No matter what I do. I could starve myself right now and not lose weight. It's fucking wild. What the fuck is wrong with me?
They when I was first starting to go through halfway through the perimenopause, and they were laughing at me, saying I was too young. They kept saying that my drive was basically me I was unhappy with the way I looked and all these different things. So I started believing that. And then I had a doctor prescribe me that semaglutide, and it was the worst decision. Some people do very well with it. My aunt did well with it after I tried it. I was sick nonstop. I couldn't eat. I was just throwing up. It was like I was pregnant all over again.
Ugh,
It
that's
was
the worst.
constant.
I hated being pregnant.
It was the worst month I had, but that month I lost 19 pounds. But I never took it after that because I couldn't. I'm like, I'm
Was
gonna
it
lose.
for you to lose weight?
Yeah, to help me lose weight, to maybe kickstart. They said to kickstart my
Like
drive.
your metabolism or whatever?
Yep, but it just made me sick. I lost all that 19 pounds, which was nice, but I had to make a decision. It's either I continue
Well, I
to
mean,
lose
you could
weight
have
or I'm
made
gonna.
yourself fucking puke and puke the food back up any damn
But
ways
my
or
teeth
whatever.
were. It was making my teeth just
Yeah, I bet.
like so. I was like, mm.
Yeah.
But I gained some of it back. Whatever. I mean, just gotta keep moving, I guess.
Well, if you keep moving, you don't keep gaining. That's my thing, right? So I keep moving so I don't keep gaining. But I can't lose the shit for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's ridiculous. I don't know what the fuck.
Well, the premenopausal has a lot to do with not being able to lose. That's what they say. Once we hit like 45, you can't lose it. It's very, very hard.
Yeah,
For
I'm
females than it
46.
is males.
Isn't the
Yeah.
Ozempic the same as semaglutide?
Oh, is that what it is? Ozempic?
Yeah, I thought it was. I don't know. I could be wrong.
I don't know if it is or not.
But they now have Wegovy has a pill
Yeah.
form.
Oh, okay.
I mean, maybe that's an option. I
Maybe
don't.
I'll try
I just know
that.
that shot, man, it made me just.
You know what? My friend had a shot too. I forget which one, what it was, but she said it made her sick too, but not as bad as what you're saying.
Terrible. I'm like,
And then it's like a bitch to get off of too.
yeah, thank God I didn't do it for that long because I don't need to be a grumpy bitch.
Yeah.
I just want to put a mention out there nowadays of what we look at from all these doctors is we have less mental health realizations of things that can be done because of pills. I mean, instead of actually teaching people how to deal with certain instances and stuff, they'd rather throw this or that at it. Yes, there are chemical imbalances and different things of the way the mind works. However, a lot more people, instead of going through and really learning how to deal with things, learning where past things come from that trigger the different anxieties, the stress, the depression, all that, docs would rather give you medication. It's like, we're really getting into a big problem nowadays with this. And then the professionals in the field of that to help individuals actually that don't have miswiring or a chemical imbalance, those particular ones just want to basically just be your friend more than actually than actually giving you the proper tools to help you work through your own mental issues. And we have strayed so far off the path with knowing ourselves and working through our issues because there's just something you can take for that now. I'm like, okay, yes, it helps. I get it. But a lot of the problems I see out there don't need to have just something thrown at it. And it is really sad to see and hear about a lot. I myself went through great depression, definitely with my issues and being head of household as a male, being taught you're the worker, you're the protector, you're the provider. and then not being able to do such after, several years of doing so. I myself still had to go through a point to where I said, okay, I know I need to work through this stuff myself because I have the knowledge. And yes, I needed a little bit of something to help me along the way. But the moment that I was able to get away from taking anything, I absolutely walked away from taking anything.
Did you
I
have to
mean,
come down though? Like, did you have to like slowly or?
actually, I didn't have that option. Because of changes in med- the electoral and who's in office and whatever and all the crap that changed, I got my stuff stripped from me. One day I had 6 different meds. The next day I had none, and I didn't have an option because it cost way too much.
That's scary.
Well, yeah, I went through a lot, and then that allowed me to actually learn even more, do more research, do more understanding of how things actually work, and say, hey, I've been in those boots now. I've walked that life. I can understand it even more, not just from what I've learned in a book, but to know, hey, okay, I've been through this. But yeah, that's just something I did want to throw out there because it is getting really bad that people and docs and everything else just rather throw something at it instead of teaching us the tools to utilize and how to work through things and whatnot.
Well,
And
have you noticed even going to the doctor's office, like you're in, it's like you don't know it, maybe you do, but you're in like blocks, like you're like 30-minute time slots, like they're pushing you in, they're pushing you out. I mean, it might take you a minute to get into that room, but it feels like you're just, they're listening, but they're not. I don't know, maybe just another number.
well, absolutely, and that's the sad part is that's where the greed and all that comes in, and where it gets to, one wants more for this, one wants more for that. Oh, hey, my living ain't going so well as this type of professional. I'm gonna have to start raising prices. Oh, wait, this person don't have insurance. Okay, I can take the bare minimum for their service. Oh, this person has insurance. Oh, we're gonna jack it up to the nine and charge them as much as we can possibly allow, and we're going to push this, that, and the other. You'll notice a complete difference of what they charge, what they do for the individual, just based on if they have or don't have
Right.
coverage. So that's gotten really bad too, as well. So yeah, but the mental health aspect is something that we've so strayed away from. It was taught all the time, whether it would have been from ancient text to just common knowledge from our parents or grandparents, to now it's getting away from all that type of thinking. And oh, we'll just throw a little blue thing at it or a little white thing at it instead.
I definitely hear that.
A lot of our ancient text, or if you want to say belief, writings, whatever it is, if you did some of the research into it, and what it was really meant to try to do is it was to help us know thyself better and understand why things are the way they are and why things need to be a certain way. And we all can pretty much, Gen Xers, we can all definitely agree that we've been pushed quite far away from even wanting to have anything involved with it. The whole joke of people coming up and knocking on your door and saying, "Let me tell you about," You know,
Yeah. Or all the commercials for the medications, like it all sounds good until the end, until they're reading off the possible symptoms, and it's like, oh yeah, I definitely don't want that.
Oh, the side effects, yeah.
Yes, like, ugh.
that's why I always I mean I do suggest I mean for the females, even guys, we go through it as well. When you really notice that there is major changes and it's not something that we can mentally get over, yeah, hormone check. I also recommend if you possibly can and you have the availability to do the DNA thing to where it can help figure out what meds that you absolutely need to try to take because of imbalances actually work best for your system and which ones won't have an effect on your system. I mean, that was a game changer for me during one of my low points because the well pill that was put up here, I was on that at one point, and I'm like, this isn't really helping. Why? And that's when I had that done, and they're like, okay, well, we can see why. Your structure of your DNA basically shows that this one won't do anything for you as far as your chemical balances and stuff compared to another one. So, yeah, if we can get more into actually having, like you said for Allie, you had blood work done, then the hormonal checks done. And now, if we get with the technology we have now with more of the DNA stuff, that you can really find out which ones will help you the most when needed, not just to cover up something that you can actually work through, but when actually needed, it is a really good route to take.
So I'm just curious now that you brought that up. So my mom, probably like 7 years ago, had stage 3, really high aggressive breast cancer. She had a double mastectomy, went through all the chemo and the radiation for a little over a year, and she did the BRCA testing, and I don't know if that has anything to do with it. So like she's BRCA1 negative. I'm her only child. So when they were reading the results, they said that like it would show like what different types of cancers that she would be prone to, and then if she's negative, then I would most likely not get that same type of cancer. Is that the kind of same thing as what you're
Yes,
trying?
yes, absolutely, because it deals with the way you're structured. So, I mean, we each have our own, let's say, binary ones and zeros that come together to give us the way we are, how we develop, so on and so forth.
Mhm.
Um, so if you have a proton and a neutron and whatever is in part of that structure, your mom's would be a 110, yours would be a 101 on one side of the DNA, and then you look on the other side, and instead of matching, one of the numbers flip. They're like, okay, here's like a weak point in your strand, if that makes sense. I'm trying to simplify it the best I can.
Yeah,
Um,
it's definitely when they're going over it, it's definitely not simplified. It was really hard to follow for sure.
right. So if that kind of helps with that, I mean, we all seen what a DNA strand, the representation of a DNA strand looks like, or a double helix. Just think of those different colors as being different numbers, and either they match on both sides if you were to split it down the middle or not. Um, it shows the strengths and weaknesses in your own build.
Okay.
So each rung of that ladder has its own color pattern per se. Again, just simplifying it. And if certain parts of that ladder on that strand that everybody has seen type thing for your DNA uh, will have weak points or strong points against different things or whatnot. Does that help simplify?
Absolutely. I'm gonna have to, when I talk to the doctor when I finally get in there, definitely ask about that.
Because we actually all have that cancer cell in us,
Right.
and a lot of it is dormant. So, I mean, it's part of us already. It's whether it gets woken up or not is where it comes in. And on meds, things like that, I myself also like to go through and break down. I look up what the actual chemical breakdown of those meds are as far as their actual structures. So some of the meds that we take are nothing but salt, zinc, potassium, so on
Sugar.
and so forth, sugar, all in a certain alignment. So if you break down one of the meds, and it's basically it's highly in potassium and highly in this and this, which are minerals that we naturally actually have that we can get or change our diet or whatever. Look into more of the natural type things, which would be a lot better for you and a lot better for your system than just trying to take something that is compressed and shoved together and say, hey, hope your system digests this well.
Right. So you're bringing up so much here. So my girlfriend started this natural little. It's like oregano like drops, and she seems to think like she might have like parasites, right? Like I don't know. It really sounds weird. Sounds weird. I'm like parasites. She's like, yeah, everybody has them.
That's partly true.
She's like, everybody has them, and I'm like, okay, I guess that's kind of I went along with it, and I'm like, and then I dug deep into it, and it's kind of true. Like, so she's trying to cleanse that out of her system, and she seems to think that that's I don't know if oregano is the way to go, but I mean, is that something that we all have?
Right. So we have the germs in our system, we have parasites, we have a whole bunch of stuff that are naturally occurring in our system that help us basically function. So if let's say the basic one everybody knows, the stomach acids, right? We all know that we have acid in our stomach because of heartburn and so on and so forth that helps break down the food before it goes into our system. Now, when they started messing with our food, certain things that they were adding to our food removed part of our natural occurring acids that would actually stay in our stomachs. And once it started depleting that natural acid that was normally just in our stomachs constantly, we started getting people with acid reflux disease. So then you have to figure out a way to say, okay, how do I replace those natural acids that are supposed to be there? Yeah, we have acid pumps to help digest things, but there's still a pH balance of acid that is normally like always lingering in our stomach and not just constantly being created. So one of the main remedies for that was white vinegar. If you look up that natural remedy for things, there is several people that have proven that by taking white vinegar, a tablespoon once every day or whatever, went from having acid reflux disease, as they call it, even though it really wasn't, it was just a depletion, to not having it at all. And there's other natural remedies as well. I don't think it's just white vinegar, but I do remember that was the main thing. And once they replaced that, and it helped replace the natural occurring ones, and not the new acid that's being created, but the regular main acid in our gut and our stomachs, the stomach no longer had to produce that extra white or cider vinegar. I believe some people had good effects with both. So you had apple cider vinegar and white vinegar were two of the main ones I can remember. Please do a deep research, look into it yourself. This was like 5 years ago that I looked this up, so I'm just going by that knowledge. There might be even better knowledge now being I haven't had my PC forever, so I haven't been able to update myself on a lot of this. But it's the same thing in our system. So the germs or parasites that help our kidneys, our liver, that are naturally there, if the balance of those things come out of whack, then you have too much of one thing, then you have these problems. If you don't have enough, then you're basically overworking that organ, if that makes sense.
It does.
And enzymes, yes, correct. Sledgehammer. So yeah, we have a lot of things in our system that we didn't have knowledge of before, and now they're able to really put it under the electron microscopes and see a lot of this stuff. It's like, wow, that's all inside us, and they're still learning more, even to this day, of what is fully in our systems that help our each organ out, helps our systems out. So yeah, it's definitely fascinating. And yeah, your friend's on the right path. Yeah, I mean, we have the parasites in us, but however, if you remove too much, then it can cause one problem.
That's what I was thinking. She last night after my episode, she it was like maybe an hour later. She took quite a few drops. She's like, "Well, I missed some earlier in the day." And I'm like, "Yeah, but I'm not sure it works like that." I think she like 6 or 7 drops. I'm like, and then she had heartburn all night. I was like, that's their oregano.
Right. I mean, even the metals that we used to deal with, that we actually had naturally in our foods a while back ago, compared to being removed from foods or whatever now, a lot of things that we would always eat more or less raw, and then you cook them and you're actually removing that stuff. Like mercury was around a lot in fish. Now you look at like an Alaskan diet where they eat a lot of fish. Look how young they look. And more proof of the mercury being a good thing in our system if you utilize it in the right way and consume that mineral through the right foods. Is if definitely Gen Xers, we had metal fillings, and the metal fillings have a mixture
Or the
alloy
amalgam.
that has mercury in it. And if you look at a lot of the Gen Xers that end up having those metal fillings, they some reasonably all look pretty young yet in compared to what their actual age is. It's like, okay, but yet we're making sure we're telling people don't eat fish, don't eat so much fish, don't eat it from your lakes because they have extra mercury in them. You can only eat so much of it per week or whatever.
PFAS and like in Cadillac Lake Mitchell.
Right. And then there's silver was another very highly known mineral that we could take to help get rid of a lot of other problems that people would have, like during the flu season and so on and so forth. Again, another natural mineral that we can digest and we can intake in our system that our great grandparents used to. My grandma's 95 years old and still alive and kicking, and she still eats the old ways. And I'm talking even with the bacon grease. Make sure I pronunciate that properly. So bacon grease, cast iron skillets, correct. Iron and zinc was sledgehammer. Iron, zinc, absolutely. Actual butter. Her mind's still sharp as a tack. She's 95 years old. There's a reason why she's gotten to that age, and she doesn't look like she's 95 either. She looks like she's maybe in her 70s, maybe late 70s, but still. Yeah, lard. Exactly, monkey. I mean, so there was something to the way that they ate things and the way they did things then, and the meds they didn't take because they didn't have them then, compared to look at nowadays, as my dad passed away in his, late 50s, late 50s. So it's like, okay, what changed between them and my dad's diet and what he did? What meds did he take? What changed? So it's like, wow, yeah, you really notice a big difference in paying attention to that type of stuff. As someone asked if I was a doctor. No, but I've done a lot of damn research. Remember, college isn't a piece of paper you get. You don't have to go to school for. You just got to open a book or just take the time. I mean, I'm pretty sure I might be able to get certificates left and right if I took all these tests and verified things, but still. Tallow is another good one, yes. Live till 90, ate bacon daily. Right, eggs was another main one. I mean, and they, if you guys all remember, at one point in time, they said, oh, eggs are bad for you, cholesterol, 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 and then they're saying the incredible edible egg. Now what flipped? So, yeah. And this all started from talking about mental health to proper times of really needing stuff, working back more towards mental health, into things that you're taking that are actually just giving you stuff, that the minerals in that compressed form, instead of trying to get it naturally through different foods and the way they altered our foods, to more germs, more enzymes, more little parasites type things that are naturally in our system, are now really becoming unbalanced because of said changes. That's why I always encourage everybody to do some research, do their own deep dive if they get interested in anything. Even if you dig into it for a little while until you start to lose interest. That's how I have my knowledge. Something sparks my interest, I research it until I get bored of it, and I'll move on to something else. But that's high functioning autism too, so retaining.
Thank you, Ace. I know I took us down a whole spiral rabbit hole there, so, but I appreciate it.
I mean, it all started with the whole talking about, premenopause and all that, and it's like, well, I've got my experience there too. With my first wife, I had to really, well, one, I already studied human biology and anatomy, and then going through trying to have my own offspring with my first wife of 20 years, not being able to because of her types of issues. And then, splitting, we had a mutual agreement that we were taking different paths in lives. To now my second wife, she already had 2 kids. She had problems with her second, had different things done, and so I had to have all that knowledge about the actual things that she had done, and if there was a possibility of potentially having an offspring with her, which later on ended up, not going to be able to, but I mean, that's life. But hey, I got a bunch of step grandkids and stepkids and all that, which I'm grateful for, and to be part of their life. And I got a lot of individuals that I've taken under my wing as well that call me dad or uncle or consider me family. So, but yeah, that's why I'm not shy to talk about anything, because I've been through a lot of talks with my mother even. when she started going through the premenopause and all that goody good stuff. So that's why I said definitely, I mean, like 35, when you start pushing 40, hormones really become a major part in the female system as far as the way it works. You're right. Family isn't always blood. Family is the ones that you interact with and you actually help you out through life on a regular. They can be absolute strangers that you've taken under your wing and so on and so forth, to where sometimes family isn't even family. Even though they are DNA. We all learned that and seen that division throughout the time too, which is sad. But yeah, absolutely. Like I said, if I have some sort of insight, knowledge, and can share anything, that's absolutely. I try to do my best, and sometimes open up some people's eyes of saying, hey, maybe I don't need these antidepressants. Maybe I don't need these anxiety. Maybe I do need to learn thyself better and actually take that harder path of working through things and getting rid of that quick fix. Who's in Harbor Beach? I don't know, probably a lot of them in here. If they're not sleeping. My voice puts people to sleep too. Jax is probably snoozing now. Yeah, monotone, lower voice always does it. Good vibrations, positive vibrations. Reaches through the internet. Don't tell me I put most of everybody asleep in my voice. County, yeah. Yeah, I'm sadly in Wexford. Really all that bad here. Yeah, we have our issues in this county, but it's not really all that bad. A lot of good people. Oh, truly, I was going to ask you, hey, did you ever open up that box? Just listening while you work, right? Well, yeah, it's been a spot. I mean, I imagine if there was people in each state that are doing stuff like Jax is doing, Dora, and all that, and focusing on their state, trying to bring more of that community unity back together and opening their eyes of what's actually going on in their towns and counties, that there would be a lot more. And social media is definitely becoming the mainstream way of getting that reach out and getting people involved. I mean, and that isn't just because of what we had happen here in Michigan, but I will refer back to a very popular name or well-known name, Charlie Kirk. I mean, he was on point with social media and that. Absolutely. I mean, he was a little bit late, but he was bringing it to the forefront. I don't know if Dora's in Michigan, but as far as covering the cases and that. Okay, Dora's in Kentucky. Yeah, so if she were to focus more of everything happening in Kentucky, I imagine there's quite a bit of bad stuff too. It's just we've had some pretty wild ones that have gotten well known, but I mean, we think we have some of the worst things happen here. I mean, yeah, we did have a very, very bad one that was so bad that even other countries turned him in. And that was a child ring or child imagery type thing. That was like the worst case in a long time or in history. I don't know. That actually came from Michigan. And then the horrific of the park one. I imagine there's worse ones other than the park one. So it just isn't brought out in the forefront because there isn't the social media reach in each state like there is this one. I mean, we're definitely becoming more community social media orientated than probably some other states. I definitely encourage those that are into doing a lot of this true crime type stuff and looking for lost people that in your own state really start digging into what's going on in your own state and getting that reach out there. And yeah, I mean, each one individual can make a huge difference. As we know, we've shown proof of this. And that's why I have that saying, positive vibes, unity thrives. Is there any other questions on any off topic, or is there anything noticed that people would like to maybe put out there, ask about changes that they have been noticing themselves? You know me, truly true crime, me maintaining the balance the best I can, anyways. Spent a lot of time with the wife today. We played some Magic. Did like 5 games of Magic on the a format called Commander that she really likes to play. She has a deck that is nothing but angels. And that's one of those things to keep in mind. You know, material possessions don't really mean a lot because you can either always dispose of them and regain them, to where moments and memories will always stay with you. Those are the most valuable things that we all can hold on to and keep with us. Living in the present is a gift and is time that can never be regained. I'm glad to hear. Truly, true climb. Last I heard from Reggie, yeah, he was doing better. With each episode he ends up going through, of course, it takes a little bit more to get back up and going. A little bit more draining each time. If anybody wonders, Tennessee is doing all right. I was on the actual phone with her today. Everything's going quite well for her. You know, doors are opening up. She's getting more opportunities, more options, more better. Yeah, that's not proper. She's able to start walking a better path. So less stepping on stones, less stubbing toes, less tripping over rocks in the path, less having to dust off and whatnot. Yeah, morning, Sarah. Some just waking up for work, getting their coffee in. Yeah, she has found another way to have a community in which is not put out there to the world, basically. So she's got a community group that she is now interacting with more so than on here. They chat, they do, you know, the camera thing with being able to interact with each other without, the world being part of it or possibly being part of it. Which is great. I mean, that some people need just more of that instead of out there reaching to the world. It just kind of sucks in some aspects because it's not being able to share experiences with a lot of more people, which we all know her with her reach and praising God and all that aspects of it. She was definitely, or is a definitely good voice for leaning heavily on that part instead of like I do with core truth without having to mention.
Looking for great food and unbeatable deals? Head over to Rapid City Tavern for daily lunch specials. Tuesdays after 5, it's Taco Tuesday, and that includes taco salad. Wednesdays, their famous 4-piece fried chicken dinner with mashed potatoes and gravy. Dive into hot roast beef on Thursdays, and Fridays, don't miss the captain's platter with fish.
Right, yeah. I mean, you always get a balance, and some people can adapt with that balance and some people can't. I mean, that's why I'm like always maintaining a balance, and even when I need a break, like I said, I always try to throw out there when you need to recenter yourself, rebalance yourself. I imagine she probably is at this moment now. Yeah, getting a nap in. I mean, for those that can or want to learn, definitely look into meditation and vibrational sounds and frequencies that are basically, let's say, heavenly. They actually do help our minds reset certain frequencies. They help our bodies heal using certain other frequencies. We are all vibration. We are all energy. Just we are in our form of existence and put into this body to lock us in this moment in time and existence. And Kim, you got to go to work. All right, well, yeah. Nighttime hour, early morning hour, where Ace puts everybody to sleep and provides positive vibes. Wake up all refreshed and full of energy and love. I hope you have a good day at work. Hope everything goes well. Welcome to those that are just popping in, seeing what's going on, supporting the live with the heart me's and the taps and whatever else they're wanting to do to help support the live. You'll be on here all day listening. Oh, you drive truck. All right. Well, yeah, I mean, be safe out there for sure. Keep your distance. Lights on all the time. there's so much I would love to do and be creating when eventually I get back into an actual house and I can get my PC back up and running and doing things and able to do my research and creating different things. Yesterday was crazy. We had accidents at work. Wow. That kind of bites. Hope nobody was really hurt too badly or at all. Was everybody okay though there, Kim? In the comments? Are there any updates? Not as far as we know, just depending on what you last heard. Had no insurance. Well, I mean, yeah, it's a shame she hasn't been found yet. I imagine everything is going as best as it can at the moment. Definitely with the way weather's been and more information has been getting out with different people. The community there is definitely well more aware. So that's definitely a positive note. And with all the people that we've been able to look up and go through, would probably help them get more tips and what not to follow and look into compared to the information they might have had through the processes they have to go through. Yeah, Candy Girl, I was mentioning earlier. Yeah, I mean, we do the best that we can, and hopefully this could be a start of people in each state. You know, if just one person in each state could do like what we do and focus on their state and the towns and looking for people and doing stuff, we can make a major difference in a united way. Using social media to once again bring us back together instead of divide us. And just a reminder, everybody, don't forget, if you haven't done so yet, make sure you collect your points at the very top center of your screen with the heart me. And your comment points or whatever. Remember, you gain points for doing that stuff, coins yourself or whatever. You spend some, you lose some, gain some back. Once again, I'm your overnight main person, I guess. Trying to keep everybody going and, either help putting you to sleep with my monotone voice, lower vibration, positive vibe, or helping you wake up in the morning and get going, having that nice soothing aspect of, hey, it's another day, and the best wishes and whatnot going out into your workday, reminding everybody of the golden rule, making sure we are doing unto others as we would want done unto ourselves in a present sense, not what people have done to us in the past, but what they currently are doing. Yeah, he should be waking up as well. Yep, here soon. Eventually there'll be another platform I will be on, trying to do things as well as soon as it gets going good or whatever. Yeah, and the misconception about karma there, Kim, is that people think that it's a longer term effect type deal, where really it's not. Karma is, in the way that you live your life, constantly leads you to the path of what's going to happen to you. So if you have a positive vibes pretty much all the time, and you're always doing the best that you can to help others and whatnot, whether they repay you for it or not, if you're expecting payment back, then you're doing it for the wrong reasons. However, those that are doing bad and not putting the positivity out there will, of course, be receiving the outcome or fallout of that directly. It's not a long-term thing. It is in the direct path of life that you're walking. So like I said, we all walk a path. We are all stepping on either a smooth path, one that's on clouds, one's that walking on glass. All depends on which one you pick, and we all stub our toes, kick that rock out of the way, trip over something, get knocked down, learn from it, brush ourselves off, and keep going. And when you have those around you that are there to try to help catch you as you do stumble, or help you get back up from that little mishap and dust you off and help clean you up to keep going, that's what we're all about. Positive outreach, getting back to the old ways and ancient text of just trying to be a little bit better, even if it's 0.01% every day. Hey, it's still adds up. Eventually it'll become a full percent, and then even more. And that golden rule really has been forgotten. Welcome, welcome, those joining in the morning, whether you're getting up for work or whatnot. Or whether you're at work and just trying to get through your day. Thank you all for being here and help supporting the live. Rook and Snook. Hello, hello. Morning, morning. Right, yeah, and that's a conference thing. Probable cause conference to see how much further they can go on it with the discoveries and making sure that they got all their balances, checks and balances done right, which definitely, hopefully, they do.
Welcome to winter in northern Michigan, where the snow blower is your bestie and the remote car starter is your soulmate. 93, the 90s to now.
I mean, with all of the complaints against them and the outcome of it, yeah, they're gonna see one thing or another. That's for sure. There potentially could be a lot of detail that comes out because of what they've had to keep in wraps. I mean, they're still gonna potentially hide some details as well because they need those particular details only to come out during the actual trial aspects. I mean, we have a lot of information from just what we've done here through the platform and those that were roots on the ground and all the stuff that took place gave us a lot of information, insight. But obviously not everything will be known because we aren't them and know what happened from their perspective. And that's the type of thing that will come out a little bit more with each time they go to court. Right, yeah, we won't never, yeah, exactly, Sledgehammer. We're not going to get exact all the details until it's, yeah, well, yeah, until it actually is at, like, sentencing type aspect. And, yeah, we're not going to see all the details either, as far as, like, imagery and so on and so forth. There might be some maybe new information that we can do FOIAs for, potentially. But I think they're keeping that more under wraps now because of this last little mishap. Yeah, exactly. Comments, Sledgehammer. Because that last conference actually did show a lot of things that didn't take place absolutely properly. And that was either one person dropped the ball or another somewhere. But we're only human. It happens. However, it'll never happen to a degree to where they'll actually, not serve some sort of time and what they're looking at is going to be regardless, basically the rest of their lives. Hard to say on that one as well. I mean, we all knew what people do to get away. Thank you for joining through a shared invite. Yeah, hard to tell where exactly. Truly. That's a song I didn't expect to hear this morning. Yeah, Kim, definitely. A little bit of mix of both at the moment in the comments. They're Reverend 23. Mix of the Shanna case and the Park case as far as what's going to take place potentially tomorrow. Yeah, and morning to you. Yeah, BG. Do I eat healthy? Yeah, as best as I can. I mean, it might not be the absolute best, but hey. You do what you can do, right? Georgia girl, yep. Yeah, I know. A little bit of ego there. Hey, a little bit is good. Jules, good morning. Too much ego is definitely bad, just like greed and most anything else. Anything excessive is definitely bad. And Kim, yeah. And that's where you have to keep the mindset of when eating type, whether it be healthy or unhealthy, everything is good in moderation. And just the amount of intake versus output is part of the most important factor of that. I mean, there was a fitness guy that I don't know if you all might remember or whatever, it was on YT quite a while back ago, where he did nothing but a McDonald's type diet without doing a calorie burn to incorporate what he was intaking, and then started incorporating the calorie output, greater than the same exact meal that he was taking in before, gaining, like 100 or something pounds, and then matching it above the calorie output and getting right back in shape and showing that it is very possible. But age is also a factor in there, so yeah, definitely greatly appreciated, Georgia girl. And Truly and all those others that hang out in here with me to have some conversations. And yeah, Kim, that also goes to the mental mentality of some individuals. I have a buddy that I've been helping out, or was trying to help out. He was raised basically to think that whatever he made had to be basically completely eaten. So when he became a single individual living out on his own, he thought that if he made a box of mac and cheese, that he had to finish that box of mac and cheese. He couldn't just eat a part of it or a portion of it and put it away and reheat it later. His mental mentality was it all had to be eaten. And I had to try to help him get out of that mental mentality of that habit that he was taught when he was younger. And a lot of it is that it's a mental training. Like a lot of us Gen Xers was clean your plate type thing. Some of us was taught that once we hit a certain age is, you only take what you're going to eat. And if we did take too much, we basically were kind of forced to eat it anyways. And then later on we realize, hey, I don't have to eat it all. I can put it away for later, or I can reheat it up later. Yep, exactly, BG. Yeah, you should be grateful for what you have, because there are others out there that have a lot less. Yep, that was a main mentality during the Gen X and probably before that too. And then you also have I'm working with my wife on some of her taught traits as well. Her siblings are much taller, bigger, however you want to say it, and her ma taught her proportions were basically equal for all the kids, because you always had that bickerment, well, they got more than I did, and so on and so forth, to where it's like she's petite, to where they're medium size, to where no, proportions are going to be different. And she is still learning that aspect, that she should not be eating the same amount that I do. Yeah, man-made foods. Yeah, the right preservatives, all the extra additives has caused a lot of problems in our way we eat. And I come across a person that was doing a research on the types of foods that we eat, as far as like during a certain age group. So during our preteens, let's say, just to put a rough age group out there, like when you between 12 to 14, 15, If you remember and recall the types of foods that you were eating then during that age time frame, if you go back to eating those same types of foods and meals with proper proportion, a lot of people have noticed that they started feeling better, having less problems, and so on and so forth. If you couldn't remember what you used to eat during that time frame, that was basically during that one main growth time frame when the whole body was changing and it got used to having that type of food and that type of calorie intake and digesting that type of food at that time, where our body was settling into being able to utilize the calories properly and digest and so on and so forth. So if we get back to that type of foods that we were eating during that time frame, you'd be surprised what a difference it has made in a lot of different people. And I personally seen and actually told an individual about that, and they started doing it, and they dropped like 25 pounds getting back to those types of foods and the amounts proportioned properly. I mean, like pretty quick too, actually, and having less problems with digestion. Yeah, right. We have a lot of things that are basically like empty calories. Water intake, yes, absolutely helps. And not just straight water either. I mean, people will try to say, okay, well, you got to drink so much of this, and this. However, sometimes you're flushing out too much of your system by doing what they used to say. This is the amount of water you need to take in every day. They've been finding out some of that is actually partially hurtful. Right, but if you filter out way too much and not letting your system do its thing because you're forcing it through, then it's the same thing. If you're forcing oil through a filter, it then becomes a problem. Exactly, Georgia girl. Yeah, depletes. That's where salt and sugars are definitely an important aspect of it. I mean, think of that bag that they hang up when they say, "Hey, we're going to make sure you're hydrated." You look on that bag, and it's 2,000 milliliters of salt. Basically, just simplest form, anyways. Right. It's sodium, which is salt, correct. Just because they add a fancier name to it instead of what it's based known as. Shanna, no updates yet. No more information has been found currently. Usually isn't during the overnight. And I mean, we probably do have people in here that are trying to make sure that if there is any breaking news that they're getting updated or they're letting us know. Yeah, the more we can keep our bodies more like batteries, an alkaline system, very little sicknesses can come in. And there was a point in time to where they were salt deprived, and people would get goiters, if I remember correctly of the name. It's a thing that would develop underneath the chin and on the front of the neck. Or is it gout? I would wish I had my PC. I could verify what it was real quick. But I don't have my PC, and it's hard to do that while being in here and trying to keep an eye on things. And not having multiple devices and having a Wi-Fi. All I have is my phone. Isn't goiter a form of squash? No. That's a gorge. And cricket, yeah, it's so quiet. A lot of people are basically doing the slumber party. Either just waking up for work or at work. Listening in case there is any breaking news. A lot of, like I said, slumber party sleeping. What it was that developed underneath your chin on the front of your neck when you had salt deficiency. What is the name of that? Yeah, sleep over in boxes, yeah. Hey, Chronicles. Granny Smith, welcome. And that's the type of thing we don't want in here. Block. Confirm. Goodbye. Sometimes the best sleep. Well, glad to hear. Maybe it's the positive vibes I always try to put out there. Positive energy. Maybe it's not me at all. Maybe it's... I don't know. It's goiter. Positive vibes, sleep, unity thrives. Yeah, there you go. Good vibrations, yep. And yes, the 30th for Courtney and that park. Case. Right, yeah, just close your eyes and listen to Ace. It'll happen. Right. Iron deficiency was another one. Yeah, it was a major problem at one point in time, so as far as salt and that. I'm trying not to get back in bed. Yeah, I know. The pillow's asking for some head and the bed wants to be laid. Yep, up and at 'em for those waking up. You guys never heard of that one? That's like an old one. How the bed gets jealous because it's not getting any? Or the bed and the pillow, whatever. Oh, Stan, yeah. I don't know if he heard it from me or it's just one of those ones that we know. The only one awake? Well, I mean, other than those in the comments, I don't think there really is anyone on the panel itself awake. At least not that I could tell. Stan the man should be getting up. Oh, the bed lays you the best, right? Yep, as normal, I should say. Early morning, actually, when I first jumped in here. I spent time with the wife and had some cuddle time while she was falling asleep, and of course I can't sleep most nights. I try to stay in bed as long as I can with her, and then when I just can't no more, then I get up and I'm on here or doing other things. Do I drink coffee? Yes, I do as well. Oh, there's one person dropped out. Yeah, coffee, water, Monster, Sunkist, carbonated pop, whatever you want to call it. Not the actual orange juice. Hello, hello.
Hello. So hard to talk through the comments.
Right, I know. Yeah, it was like when I jumped back in after taking that break last time and the whole panel was filled. And I'm like, okay, well, I understand why there's people on the panel, certain people on the panel.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Appreciate you. Crow, morning.
Yes, good morning, Crow. I saw you sneak in.
Need more character limit. This is what Jax had set up. I'm not going to change it.
She means in the chat. It doesn't let you type many words. You'd think with all these updates, they'd give us a couple more words.
Yeah, see, my mind went the other way with character as far as the panel.
Yeah. All the characters up here.
See, that's just the different perspective type aspect of the way the mind works.
Yep.
I really usually don't. I've maxed out the character limit on the texts now and again, but not too often. So I don't really think about that too much for comments. It's more or less the people needing more room for people on a panel most often, and everybody's a different type of character. So
That reminds me, last night my stepson was really excited to tell us that he's got to write like this little short story about true crime in his English class, and he really wants help and yada yada.
So they have a topic and it has to be 100 words or less, and it's got to have like a really good cliffhanger at the end. So I was like, okay, let me try this. And I tried it on like specific, cases. Like, how can I say this important information in 100 words or less? And it is impossible.
Well, it's not, but I mean, so you're basically making a summary.
Yeah.
The same,
Yep.
same thing as on the back of a book or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, as long as you know the story and then knowing where you can potentially leave that mystery at the last couple sentences
Yep.
of the paragraph.
But it outlines, like this specific information has to be there, like person, place, thing, at least as much who, what, where, when, why as you can. And it was hard to do. I mean, I think the one that we had that was the best was like 107 words, which you can fix that. But it was rough.
Yeah, I imagine so. Definitely on true crime type things because there's just so much that you can put in, but it's simplest form relevance
Mm-hmm.
is what they're really trying to get to that part, and then the structuring of the sentences. Which I mean, that's freaking pretty good. That we didn't have anything like that really, being limited like that until it was like honors English or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's only in 8th grade too.
Right. Yeah, they've been like increasing uh the way they teach, like seems like younger and younger. Because I even remember in my 5th grade they were teaching us economics. It's like, no, wait a minute, why are we doing college type stuff in 5th grade? And it was
Mm-hmm.
a trial thing. Any of these Michigan cases leave good cliffhangers, right? Had to see Crow in comments. Had to see the ER last night and get recharged with magnesium and start. Yeah, magnesium is definitely.
I hope you're feeling better, bro.
BG comments. My daughter wants to go into forensics. Likes to listen about these cases. Yeah, forensics is awesome. It's trying to get specified in what area of it though. The key interest parts.
We just had that talk last night. Forensics is not like your CSI and your criminal minds. Kind of, but not quite.
They give a good overview type thing of it on like TV shows and that, but not the actual.
Mm-hmm.
No, glad to hear it, Crow. Yeah, Crow. That's one thing we were kind of talking about earlier. Is even guys need to have their hormone balances checked. We were all talking about hormone balances and like hitting, 40 basically. If you're starting to feel off and things are really not seeming right, that's one thing that you can try to suggest to have done through your doctor if it can get approved and so on and so forth. BG, yeah, that's pretty cool. Did a crime scene camp. Very nice. Hope that really works out. BG. The big 5-0, Georgia girl. December 1st is my birthday, so I'm lucky. I just turned 45. Pretty bad when you got to think about it for a second. When Tanya in comments just hit that last week, the big 5-0. Yeah. Happy belated. Oh no, we dropped below 200. I'm not doing my job right. You're welcome. I definitely appreciate everybody that's either slumber partying in here or hanging out. Oh, Jax woke up. Said surprised Stan the Man hasn't said morning or anything yet. I imagine he would have been getting you up. Yeah, COPD. Yeah, that's rough. We fell asleep on stands last night. All right. Thank you. Appreciate it. I'm hoping that is Jax woke up and that's why it's paused. Am I the only one awake? No, truly, True Crime up top is awake as well. Do I like to cook? Yeah. I mean, it varies. I definitely would not mind learning more now that I'm the house hubby compared to what the average stuff I would cook. But that'll come when I finally get back into living in a house instead of a camper. So if I can do it over a campfire, absolutely. That morning. You fell asleep and woke up to some lady in another country talking their language, right? I used to do the baked goods and dinner plates. Oh, cool. Grandma Jane. And maintaining the balance as always. How about yourself? There has not been any updates since last night as far as, like the new